Hi everyone, Vickie here, Rock and Roll Prophetess. Thank you for joining me for the free monthly readings. We're going to be doing July's reading in a minute. I like to go over everything in the beginning so I don't have to constantly repeat myself during the readings. I want everybody to pick a color before we start. That's one thing I want to make sure that we color. The second thing is the court cards when they come up in the reading, the ones that are people. They're not necessarily a gender assigned. So a queen could be a male, female, whoever. I will refer to them as he as a king or knight and she as a queen. But really it doesn't have to be a male or female, especially in these general readings. We're going to be using my Rock and Roll Tarot deck for the tarot portion of this spread. And then we're going to pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, which are also my own creation. I have lots of tools available for spiritual growth, including these adult coloring books. And if you're trying to learn tarot, you can pick up my book, Tarot in the Modern World, which is all linked below. I want to get to something really quick because, as you noticed, I have two tarot Rock and Roll Tarot decks here. This is the first edition. This is the one that I've been selling through the print on demand, and it's still going to be available. I'm not doing away with it, and actually the changes are not that, there's not a lot of big changes. One of the big changes is in the second edition. It has this box. The new edition has the real nice box, and it opens up, you know, like this, and the cards are inside. The cards are very slightly different sized, but not noticeably so. You know, tiny bit smaller, but a little bit wider. I changed a few things. I didn't change any of the words. So if you have the first edition deck, you're good. It's not obsolete by any means. I changed a little bit of the background colors on the sword cards, and I changed. One card didn't have its name on it, the Four of Swords. So I did change. That's the only card that the text was changed on. Let me see if I can find it. I can't find it. But it was the Four and the Swords. I did change the colors a little slightly. Here's the same card from one and the other. So I toned down the colors a little bit on the Cups card, and I changed the background color a little bit on the Swords cards, because the Swords were looking too close to the Major Arcana. So it did have this kind of rainbow thing, so I put like a little bit of a darker background in. But otherwise, I mean, all the keywords are the same. Again, if you have the first deck, it's not going to be obsolete. And there's going to be many versions of this deck to come. I want to do a monochromatic, and I want to do a, I want to do several versions, a neat day glow one. The thing is, now that I have this new deck, I'm doing a Kickstarter. I want this to be available on Amazon. Many of you were saying that you couldn't get the deck because they were charging like $50 or more to ship it overseas. So I've started a Kickstarter, and it's going to be this new version of the deck, and it's going to be available on Amazon with shipping overseas. I redesigned the box. It's got some things on the side and that. And it'll be Amazon shipping. It's going to be better for everybody. You won't have to wait. I've done this Kickstarter, and it's I've made some really cool custom merch that's going to be incentives only for Kickstarter donators. It's a concert ticket, a backstage pass, and a laminated VIP All Access pass. These are only available through specific donations through Kickstarter and won't be available for sale any other way. This is to show my appreciation. I'd planned on doing the readings with the newer deck for this month. That's why the readings are late getting up. I was waiting on the shipping. But there was a problem, and one of the sheets came out all black. But luckily the printer corrected it right away, and the sheet's on its way. I'm starting it's coming tomorrow. But I got to start the readings. We're getting way behind here. So some of you will have the reading of July done with the first edition box or deck. And many of you will have it done with the second edition, but I'm going to go ahead and start it now. I won't use this deck because there's some cards that are missing at this time. The other thing, this box is a big improvement. And look how big this box is. It never really kind of fit right. These are the same amount of cards, and look how much more compact and solid it is. You know, it's a little bit better quality. The card stock is a little thicker, but I don't really notice a huge difference in the thickness of the cards. They're pretty comparable, but technically this new deck is a thicker cardboard and it's coated, but it looks like these are coated too. So I've rattled on enough. I just wanted to let you know what's going on. Some of the readings are going to have this deck and some are going to have the other, and that's the reason why. And please stop over to that Kickstarter page and check it out if you can. I appreciate your support. Also, I'm open for readings. I'll be doing the soul readings are available. These are deep readings, These are based on your chart. It's very, very much in past lives, but it's also like at a karmic level, what you're doing in this life, why you've incarnated, all these sorts of things. If you don't get your message from your sun sign reading, be sure to check out your rising sign and moon. These readings are meant to empower you. While we're doing the readings, I want you to look at the words as well. Hold up all the cards, freeze them. If something stands out to you, if something morphs and it looks like it's saying something other than what the actual word is, allow that to happen. This is empowerment tarot. These cards will talk to you. Let them talk to you. That is how you can get a message that's strictly for you and beyond just a general reading for everybody. Okay, I think I've rattled on enough. Without further ado, on to the July readings. Hello, Sag. Thanks for joining me for the July readings. Let's get right into it. What is up for Sag in the month of July 2016? Oh. Wow. Look at you guys. Down to your bad selves. Let's get it all out before we say too much. I'm going to put 3 more in the bottom row and then we'll start the reading. You guys are doing, this is the first edition deck. I'm still the day before if you watch the intro, but the new one is on display here. Yeah, I was going to pick that one. So, some of the readings hopefully will be done with this, but I don't know, I'm going along at a pretty good clip. I might end up finishing them all today. We'll see. But I at least wanted to show it to you and tell you guys about the thing. But let's get on to Sagittarius for July. Oh, I got it right here, the last card. Oh, okay. Well, geez, that first few cards here, guys, it was like, wow. Wowza. Pretty freaking fantastic. By the way, if you picked a color in the beginning, like I told you to, if you watched that, look for that color in these cards. The words or the images that color may hold a special message just for you. But also, don't shy away from anything that draws you in or morphs and changes, because I want you to see things in these cards like I do, and I love hearing that in the comments when you see stuff. Well, let's start up here. Forget about going right there. First card out is the Magician. It's taking control, taking power, moving forward, going after what you want, being totally empowered. You have all the tools at your disposal to do whatever you want to do. It encompasses everything because he has all 4 suits on it. He's got the pentacle, the cup, the sword, and the rod. He's got everything. It's not just one, it's not exclusive to only one thing. The cups are the love, the pentacles are the money. You know, he's got it all. The Magician encompasses everything and he's totally empowered. This is you. This is you being totally empowered. And right next to Wheel of Fortune. You know, lately when this card comes up, I tell people, I didn't put Wheel of Fortune on the front of my deck by accident, you know. It's one of the greatest cards there are in the deck, you know. It's like the fates are with you. The wheel's in motion. You know, everything is kind of going in your favor. Sorry, I gotta get a drink of water. Timing is big about Wheel too. Timing is a very big factor with the Wheel of Fortune. It says the timing is right. Everything is kind of locked into place. Everything is, you know, it's perfect. All the situations, all the circumstances, it's time to act. And then the third card that follows on that row is the Ten of Pentacles. That's the big money card. You know, it's wealth, inheritance, all that sort of thing. So there could be some major financial coup for you guys coming up here, I feel. But you got to take action. The Magician is not a card. Okay, well, you can't just say, oh, well, Wheel of Fortune's here, so I'll just sit back and it's all going to magically come to me. No, Magician is about you have to take action. You have to strike out. You have to go. Below it, you have the Fool. So fooling is a kind of a risk in itself. It's like, be open, take a chance, take a shot. You know, you'll never know unless you try. And it's kind of like Wheel too. It's just like it's just a leap of faith, or you know, destiny. The wind, go with the wind. That just stood out to me. Now we get down here, and we do have the center of the spread card is Three of Swords, which isn't the best card, obviously. Three of Swords is heartache, sorrow, being upset. So you've been through something, you know, you have. But with the Hangman right next to it, it's like, it seems like you should have had some time to work it out already, you know. The Hangman is like, I've had some time to think through, I've had some healing time, I've had some enlightenment, usually, with the Fool, because he has the halo around his head. So, he's had some enlightenment. I realize that this is a card, that I've grown from this. So I made sure when I did this deck that I put extra things growing here, because it's a card of growth. Hangman is not necessarily a card of being stagnant. And if you are stagnant, it's not really. You may be stopped, but really spiritual growth or other things are happening. And a lot of times when we grow, pain's involved. So there's been some pain, but growth has come through it. Down here follows through with this card. You know, you could fall into that again. You could fall into the worry. You could fall into this Five of Cups, this sadness, looking at the spilled cups, which is always looking at the past. You know, what went wrong. So, but I want to tell you that these are all minor arcana cards, and there's no way that any of these are as powerful as any one of these two cards. So this is just, it's like you. It all comes down to you with the Magician. Being empowered, taking the reins of the wheel, you know, charging forward, being successful. Don't look at what went wrong. Don't be afraid to be successful. Don't be afraid of your own power. Don't be afraid of your own empowerment. Who knows how far you can go? If there were ever a time, it's now. You know, we just came off the last month having those 2 full moons in your chart, in your sign. So it's really a time for you to... Full moons are completions of cycles, you know. So, and the wheel is about cycle. The wheel goes round and round, you know. So it's a completion of a cycle, and that's a cycle. This is a 10, this is a 10, this is a 1. The Magician is almost like an ace, because he's number 1. He's 1. Even his stance looks like a 1, you know. So, it's a completion of the old cycle, and it's 10, the most, and coming back to the 1 to start again, right? And 0, Fool is 0. So this is a new cycle. It's a big new cycle for you. And it is anyway, with Saturn in your sign, you know. And that's something that's going to be going on for another year or so. That's a big cycle. You know, for those of you that are old enough to remember, think back what was going on 27 years ago. Because it's like a Saturn return when Saturn comes through and hits your sign, you know. Saturn can be a hard teacher. Saturn can lay some heavy stuff on you, you know. But it's going to teach you these lessons, and you can be born anew. You know, it's to be born anew. The other thing that's showing up down here is you do have the 2 of Cups, so that's the soulmate card. So for many of you, there's some happy love stuff going on. You know, for many of you, maybe there's some happy love stuff going on. If you're unattached, you might meet somebody, and don't let old relationship stuff hold you back from this opportunity, if that's the case. It may just be happiness all around. You know, if you're already in a relationship, wow, everything's going so great for me, and it kind of spills over into your personal relationships. But the big focus here does seem to be about some major coup, some major move forward, more feeling like career because of this big money being involved. Some of you might move, buy a house. Sometimes this is property. Move, buy a house, you know, something like that. And that's only going to make everybody's life better, you know. The Magician is about to, and often it can be your own business, because he stands on his independent there. He stands on his own. There's risk involved, for sure, with Wheel of Fortune and the Fool. It's risky. It's not like you can say, oh, this is a definite path. If I do A, B, and C, I'm going to get this, this, and this. You gotta trust. You gotta take a chance. You gotta strike out. That's what all this stuff here is talking about. But the timing has never been better. So there's some kind of big thing going on. The only thing that can hold you back is regret and worry. Worry and regret. That's the only thing that's going to hold you back. Don't look back. Look forward. Magician is all about forward, into the future. The Fool's about going into the future. And there will be love there. Love is going to be there. Love will find a way. What's that? Who did that song? Love will find a way. Open your eyes. Love will find a way. Is that Tesla, maybe? I don't know. Good song. That's what I'm hearing. Love will find a way. I can't even think of any lyrics. Open your eyes. I don't know. Maybe if we think of it, somebody thinks of it, paste it. I think it's Tesla. Love will find a way. Anyways, Sag, let's get that animal totem for you guys. I think I have more than one. No, there's one. Oh, spider. So cool. I'm going to write love will find a way. Hopefully I'll remember to look it up later. Love will find a way. Oh, this is awesome. Because the spider is totally the Wheel of Fortune. Pretty much very similar. Same thing. Fate, destiny. But let's read what I wrote here. Weaver of fate, creator of life, patient builder of sacred geometry, transcending time and space, all are joined in the wheel of life. Well, the spider weaves their web and creates their destiny. The spider is key in this reading for several reasons. Because of the Wheel of Fortune, obviously, but creating your own fate, making your go-getter, make it happen. That's magician. Secondly, I meant to put a spider web in here, but I forgot. This is all about Odin. If you go back to the Norse mythology, the hangman is Odin. And he hung from the tree and created the runic alphabet, the first alphabet. And that ties into, maybe I'm thinking of Charlotte's Web. But I don't care. I think it's tied in, like the letters in there. Was it Odin? Did he do it in the spider web? I don't know. There's something like that. And also the way the hangman hangs down like a spider coming down from the web. How they kind of, there's a similar, kind of energy to that too. It's connected. Whether I can rationalize or not, I'm telling you, it's connected. That's how you got to read when you do readings. You just got to let it. You don't have to explain everything away. Just let it show itself for what it is. Okay. So big opportunities, possibly big changes. Very well could be. With Saturn in your sign, though, these are things that could be lasting for the next Saturn cycle for the next 27 years. So that's some big stuff here. Big stuff, Sag. Really big news. Okay. Hey, please check out the Kickstarter campaign and the readings. Thank you for supporting me through buying all the adult coloring books, which are for self-empowerment and spiritual growth, my books, the decks, supporting the channel through donations, liking, sharing, commenting, everything you guys do. It's so appreciated. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month in July, and I'll speak to you soon. Check the eye in the sky for info, and don't forget to hit subscribe. Okay, bye. Hey Sag, I just had to come back and tell you this really quick because it's so funny. I looked up the lyrics real quick to Tesla, while it's still fresh, and it's so funny how these lyric sites get things wrong. They have it listed as, "Don't you even worry, Philadelphia." And I believe the lyric is, "Don't you even worry, pretty darling." Or pretty darling, or pretty mama, or something, but they have it as Philadelphia. Yeah, so don't worry, Philadelphia. That just struck me as so funny. I just had to share it with you. Okay, have a great month. Bye. The Rock and Roll Tarot Deck. It's a groovy deck designed to unlock your psychic potential. Combining the iconic tarot imagery of Pamela Coleman Smith with rock poster art to reveal a fresh new take on an ancient oracle. Each card contains keywords to help memorize the meanings, but as you progress, the text shapes may change and morph to reveal much more. Allow your mind to wander so that Spirit can communicate with you through the illustrations on the cards. The Rock and Roll Tarot Deck is a full 78 card deck. The extra large size enables you to see the cards clearly and enjoy the vibrant artwork. Created by spiritual artist Vickie, who is a seasoned tarot reader herself, this beautiful deck is meant to grow with you as you progress forward on your path. In gratitude for your support, Vickie has created some rock-themed merch that is only available through Kickstarter pledges, including a concert ticket, backstage pass, and an all-access VIP laminated pass. The money from this campaign will go towards the manufacturing and shipping of the deck to Amazon fulfillment centers, where it then will be available for quick and easy purchasing and shipping worldwide. Additional funds will be used for the manufacturing of the merch and further promotion of the deck. Be sure to tune in to Vickie's YouTube channel for free monthly card readings and broadcasts from the universe.